Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hytale podcast, your number one source for Hytale news and podcasts. It's been 3 weeks since we last recorded, and there's still no news. Alrighty, mine, buddy. This is dead, deader than
Chris,
dead.
I think it's safe to say that this is probably the most quiet season of Hytale that there has ever been. I want to start this episode off with a little bit of a fact. For 2024, we have gotten an Ask Hytale, at least one, every single month of the year. Last month was
August.
the first month, August, that we did not get an Ask Hytale from.
That's very surprising.
We have stopped communication with the Hytale team. We have not gotten any Ask Hytales. We have not gotten any John replies. We've not gotten any Buddha replies. We have not gotten any hints or teasers, not even any leaks per se from, let's say, LinkedIn or some sort of independent publisher being like, hey, look at what Hytale did. We are at a complete still point. There's something I want to quote from the last blog, which I think is funny. Because every single time they do this, they're just not honest. We'll continue to share updates as we move through future milestones, from blog posts like this one and our series of technical explainers to less formal communications like Ask Hytale via Buddha's Twitter, and more goodies from John's Twitter. So you can expect us to share our progress when it comes to all different bits and pieces that those goblins are so eagerly climbing on. After a long period of refactoring, the wheels are starting to turn in earnest, and Hytale is beginning to come to life around us once again. We'll be back to share more with you at the end of the year. In the meantime, we've got blonks to fill. So I'm already expecting like a tweet from John being like, hey, you didn't read that last part, which says we'll be back with more to share at the end of the year, which is what I've been saying. I've been on the train that, hey, this is going to be the quietest part of the year. But then when I posted like, hey, we didn't get an Ask Hytale in August. We haven't gotten any John replies. It is prepare for a quiet rest of the year. The reason I mentioned this blog post was because I think Hugo quoted, Hugo said me when I lie, and then he shared that quote. But Hugo, where's the news? Where's the updates? Where's any teasers or interactions if that's true?
So, there's absolutely nothing. And I mean, John has tweeted stuff here or there, but it hasn't been anything relevant or new. And
it's not.
I mean, we still have.
It's not replying to random questions.
No, we still have all of September, pretty much, all of October, all of November, and they typically do their blog post early December. So
right, we've got some time ahead of us. I think
we have time.
It's an early start to this second quarter of the year, or second half of the year.
It's been very quiet start to the second half, and they have John Hendricks has gone on the record on August 28th saying they have been onboarding new hires and sprint demos, which I don't know what that really could be. But I mean, you can still show stuff, right? You know. Give us an Ask Hytale other than the ones that say, yes, we changed our font, because let's be real, nobody cares. Like we want some good Ask Hytales. Like when they put out Ask Hytale in January.
I think I said it in a previous blog, or I definitely said it in the roundtable. That font one wasn't even an Ask Hytale. Like that they don't follow their format either. Because theoretically an Ask Hytale would be answered via the hashtag Ask Hytale. This was just a random question on Twitter, and then they posted the Ask Hytale.
Yeah, which is strange.
I thought that was funny.
The thing about Ask Hytale, like, I mean, yes, it's been okay, but I think it's been sort of a letdown so far, because you read all the Ask Hytale questions if you just search up hashtag Ask Hytale on Twitter, and there's fantastic questions out there that I would love answers to. And they really answered the most lame ones, I have to say, and half of them have just been about the possibility of customization, which are cool, but it's not what you really want to hear, right?
Right, and so I agree with you on that. I don't think it's any surprise to anyone that we firmly believe that Ask Hytales have been probably one of the biggest letdowns of the year.
Yeah.
And they don't even answer new questions. It's a lot of the times, I want to say, throwing a random number out here, 50% of what they answered, we already knew.
Yeah.
From previous replies. It's just making it more official. It's definitely disheartening when we were teased this as some sort of new information poll at the start of the year.
Hmm.
And us as podcast, we get excited because it
Yeah.
has us talking about things.
Well, like
But
I thought Ask Hytale was gonna be Budacat with his like iPhone running around the Hytale office, tackling people, asking them questions, and they're answering straight up.
I think they did tease it like that. But
Yeah.
also, there was the counter argument in the round table where I voiced my concerns. And I'm like, hey, this is not substantial enough. But I come from the bias of, hey, I want something at least minimally substantial to
Yes.
talk about with
Need to
you on
eat.
the podcast so that we have something weekly to talk about.
We need to eat. You know, that's.
But it also makes sense from their POV.
Mhm.
We have to like exit our bodies and look at this from a neutral perspective. If they were to do this, that it would generate a lot of hype, it would generate a lot of attention, and I think we're well aware that they don't want any attention right now while they're filling in the blocks.
Yeah, they're filling in the blancs, and they want to fill in those blancs very quietly. Let's put it that way. I would love it if they would fill in the blancs as loud as possible, but I mean, the game is clearly not ready yet. So yeah, there's really no point in giving them attention. Though it would be nice to have some attention to the game, because then views and impressions would go up on almost everything.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna come. I think 2025 when hopefully they start talking to us again. But
Yeah, and I mean,
this-
we'll have a better idea when they release the next blog post, or if they release an Ask Hytale or a technical blog, like John did on Twitter that one time, in the next coming 3 months. But we'll see.
Yeah, I will say the quiet is obviously a good sign that they're super busy. A lot of the times with whatever genre of development or project or YouTube or whatever, when people are most quiet, it means they're most busy and they're most working. So that's
Yeah.
obviously a good sign. The argument can also be put out like, hey, writing this 2-minute tweet doesn't take a lot of time out, which I can also agree with. Yes,
It doesn't, yes.
and so there's arguments on both sides.
There is arguments on both sides for sure. But there was a kind of an interesting John tweet that we could really go over. This is from Hytale BR. Buddy puts out Ask Hytale questions all the time on Twitter, and he actually gets decent responses from the dev team occasionally. He asked a question about, will there be a variety of backpacks where the better the quality, the more space it'll have? And John Hendricks, someone replied to it in a different language that says, the serious question is it possible to carry a baby Farron in your backpack? And John Hendricks replied to that as, that is the question of the year, apparently. To me, that's probably not the question of the year. But what's your opinion on that one, Myne?
I mean, what do we do with that? I guess.
You can put a companion in a backpack? That's it? Is that all we're getting from that? Like...
Well, someone replied to this saying, let me guess, possible in Hytale, but not confirmed for Orbis, which, if I didn't read that reply, would have been my reply, being like, yeah, of course it's possible in Hytale, but it's not going to be in Orbis. That's their little loophole they've found of answering if it's available in Hytale.
I love that answer, by the way, in case you're wondering.
And John says, I'm voting everywhere. Once I get that Farron in my backpack, we're going on a tour.
That's cool.
So, confirmation?
Kind of. Buddha also replied saying, how many baby Farrons are you hiding in your backpack? He asked John. So does that confirm multiple you can put in your backpack, maybe? Depends on the size.
Look, they told us to not read between the tea leaves last year, and that's because they were giving us substantial information, but now we're talking about Farrons in a backpack being the question of the year, so I think it's fair that we are allowed to have our fun too now, and I think it's definitely our confirmation that multiple Farrons are in a backpack.
Right.
I'm gonna see if I can make a really bad thumbnail for that.
A Farrons in a backpack.
And that'll be the thumbnail.
Make it like Santa Claus and then just dump them in Santa's sack of toys or something. I don't know.
I think I'll just use the screenshot they used and put a Farron in the back. It'll look really bad. It's gonna be so bad for you.
Oh, it's gonna be so funny. Zoom in like crazy on it and be like, Farron backpacks confirmed. What other
Well, I
mobs?
wouldn't do that. Look,
What
we're
other
not
mob?
doing clickbait anymore.
No, no. What other mobs would you like to put in backpacks? So, like, probably I would say Quebecs, um,
Say it.
moss
Say it.
horns. Like
know a lot
like
of
a
people
baby
would want
moss
that.
horn. Like, could you imagine just like having a baby moss horn in a backpack and then just like dumping
It
it in?
actually gives you like 20% slowness because it's so heavy.
Yeah, and you just dump it in a river so it just dies.
You know
or
what I
something.
think would be cool if you could put other players in the backpack.
How would that work? Like a baby? Like
No, like you know when you enter a boat in Minecraft in the back and the other person's controlling it, it'd be kind of like that.
man, your player must be jacked to do that, right?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
bro's
no,
gonna be shredded.
it imitates real life. I mean,
Yeah, you
look,
get plus I don't know 80% slowness.
I'm carrying at least like 2 players in my backpack.
Yeah, it mimics real life because mine's absolutely jacked. I don't know if he goes to the gym. If you guys didn't know, so yeah, mine can carry at least 2 moss horns.
At
in his
least
back.
2. Ooh, okay. Let's calm down there.
Calm
I don't know
down.
about moss.
Hakon though. Hakon carry
They
like
get
5.
pretty heavy. Oh,
Hakon.
I mean,
Hakon,
have you seen
yeah.
Hakon's profile picture?
Yeah,
Holy.
He's got them guns.
Or I don't know
what
if it's
I'm saying.
profile picture. I don't know if that is that 6-pack image is profile picture?
Not anymore. It might not be anymore. Maybe the top
No,
of it.
it's always been the regular Hawk, but
It's implied. It's implied.
For those who know, there's a picture going around of Hakon.
Hakon's 6-pack.
With a very, very muscular body. Let's just say that.
He's looking good. He's looking good.
We won't get too lustful about other people in this community, but
no.
take a look for yourself if you find that image. There was another thing in the Hytale news, which I guess we could talk about.
Okay.
There's a new job opening,
Oh.
which is a senior software engineer for tools and asset system.
That sounds awesome.
What does that mean? I have the page pulled up here.
Okay.
I can apply for it if I wanted to. I definitely don't have any experience in this.
Don't worry, I don't either, so we're good.
Let's see. Essential traits. 8+ years of professional software development in C++.
I don't have that.
I don't have that either. So
there we go.
There goes
over.
my application. Okay, let's talk about what they're going to be responsible for. You will be responsible for developing and maintaining our internal player-facing tooling, supporting artists, animators, and technical designers with the tools they use every day. Okay, so they're going to be working on the tools that every creative is going to work, essentially.
Okay.
So
that's cool.
This, I guess, plays perfectly in with the creator outreach that they mentioned in the last blog post, where they're reaching out to certain creators, which I assume would be modelers, which
still not
artists,
us, by the way.
Coders. Well, are we coders or modelers?
No, but we
or
are
artists?
creators. It's all under the same category.
Well,
technically,
I'm sure when they need creator outreach in terms of influencer outreach,
right,
they may talk to us, but we definitely don't have those artistic assets.
I'm not really an artistically talented person. Like I can draw a mean stick figure, but other than that,
I mean, if any of the devs are listening and they need help on the movie tools, hit me up.
Yeah, you're pretty good with cameras.
That's my
and
expertise.
Stuff, so, yeah,
that's
you're great
my
with
expertise.
Yeah, I follow I follow Myne's camera account or photography account on Instagram. He's got some solid pictures on there. I won't lie to you.
Thank you. And so I don't code, and I will not be applying to this. But if you code and you have 8+ years in C++ experience, why not?
30 virus? Probably.
Sign up.
Maybe 30 virus has got
30
it.
virus? No.
He doesn't have 8+ years?
Not in C++, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what he specializes in.
A different language. Have you been on the Reddit recently?
I have. Yeah, we're going to this
you
image.
Me.
This is my
favorite. Me a thread.
One of my favorite images of all time, I have to say. It's on the screen right now.
At all costs.
This probably, if you guys don't know, one, the Minecraft movie released a trailer. 2, this got put out from it. It's a picture of the Hytale thumbnail with Jack Black, who's playing Steve.
Yeah.
And Myne, who, I mean, you kind of look like a villager, but you're also bald.
Yeah, I do look like a villager from Minecraft.
That has to be in the thumbnail.
Does it?
It's gotta be in our thumbnail.
Okay, we'll figure something out.
Like,
Now I'm curious.
put you in the
person who
backpack.
made this dealer.
Oh, it's Bean
Why'd
Dealer?
Why'd you make my forehead so large? You duplicated my forehead. My forehead is not that large.
Yeah, mine. Show me your forehead right now. Yeah, nowhere near. Nowhere near that. Like, if anything, mine looks a little bit bigger because mine's hair is down.
It's not like even if I pull my hair up, it's really not that bad.
Yeah, ours is
it's
about,
really,
ours is about the same.
I have a very normal sized forehead, I'd say.
So do I. So do I. So.
So the image that you're looking at with the Minecraft movie, that is an altercated image. I'm not bald. You see right
Really?
here?
He does have hair. I can point that out.
I got the hair.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't have that large of a forehead, so definitely there should be like a false a modified image modifier there.
I don't know. That's honestly that's been one of my favorite Reddit posts ever.
Can't say I agree with you on that one.
I might have to give it an award. I think I'm gonna give. Can I? I gotta pay for that.
Have Reddit awards?
No, I don't have Reddit awards. I have to pay for
Give
them.
him Reddit gold.
Yeah, give me Reddit gold.
Oh boy, yeah. I mean, this is a good example, like a good snapshot in time of what the Reddit has turned into and what the community has turned into. We are definitely turning into a Silk Song style community.
Well, the Reddit recently has been people talking about a fake alternative reality where Hytale exists, and then new people coming to the Reddit are like, wait, is Hytale like?
That was like a month ago, right? Where that really started. Where
I don't know what 5 days ago.
Still going.
Yeah, there's a struggling with the Scarrick Guardian in the Crystalline Caves.
Oh my god!
5 days ago from Utah is me. So
these guys don't have jobs. Like,
it's all right.
For context, for a lot of people who are not on the Reddit, which I don't presume a lot of people will be.
Yeah, the Reddit doesn't like us, so.
Well, they don't like any YouTuber really.
Yeah.
They like a month ago just decided to gaslight themselves into thinking that the game is out, and they put a bunch of posts being like, "Hey, I can't beat this boss," or "Hey, this weapon is so OP," and so they're kind of like role playing the Reddit as if the game were already out.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Which it was kind of cool.
It was
like,
at first.
Funny at first,
yeah.
But they're still doing it.
I mean, to be honest, I read them all just to see what they come up with, but I don't reply to them.
It's impressive dedication. I'll choose my words wisely there.
Oh no, it's definitely impressive dedication for sure.
Yeah,
it's gone on for maybe just a little bit too long.
Wait,
what?
We skipped literally the most important piece of news.
There was
that
news?
has come out.
We had news.
Yes. Oh my god. Okay, so this was 11 days ago. A
What?
streamer called Pirate Software.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
that. Really big streamer.
Our bad. Our apologies on that. That was actual news and we didn't talk about it.
He was an ex-Blizzard dev. I believe his dad was a higher up in Blizzard as well. Has a gigantic stream and YouTube teaching coding and game design to a lot of people.
Okay.
He went on stream and here I'll send you the Twitch clip so we can play it.
Okay. Is
so
it like
don't have to?
We're not gonna get copyrighted if.
No, that's not how that works.
Okay, cool. I don't know how that works. So.
By the way,
ear rape. Sorry. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah. So if you play that,
I'm gonna like pull this up real quick. Properties. Twitch. Full screen that. All right, I'm gonna play it. So.
By the way,
oh.
The people from Hytale reached out to me. And that's kind of cool. So I've been talking to them, and I'm going to have more information, maybe, to share sometime soon. Because I'm very excited for Hytale. Yeah. I've been excited for a long time. I've been worried about it, and I've been excited about it at the same time for a long while.
Yeah, very cool clip. If this guy wants to come on the pod, hey, hit us up.
He definitely will not come on the pod.
Damn, I don't know anything about him, so.
He is gigantic.
Okay.
This is a very good sign, in my opinion. This is an extremely good sign. And for those of you who watched the roundtable on my channel, 30 Virus was a big advocate for Hytale 2025, as well as I am. And one of his main reasonings was they are reaching out to creators right now asking them for advice, maybe for advice on tools, testing tools. Why would they be doing that if the game is still 2-3 years out?
Mm-hmm.
Pirate Software confirmed that he got reached out, and he says he's very excited, and he says that he might be able to share some things very soon.
I'm guessing he hasn't shared anything yet, right?
I think we'd know.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So what does he do exactly then? He said he does game dev on his Twitch.
Yeah, he's a game dev streamer.
Okay.
He does a bunch of gaming, but he does basically coding, game design, all of that.
Would he, like, I guess, stream himself playing Hytale, or would he do more, like, modding streams in the game?
Yeah. He streams gaming content too.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, cool for him to be reached out to, and, I mean, I don't know if he's allowed to say if he was reached out to or not, but he said it.
Well,
so...
this basically confirms that anyone who has been reached out to is allowed to say that they have been reached out to, and that the NDA doesn't specifically say you cannot say that you got the NDA. So
unless he broke his NDA, unless he broke the NDA, but I don't think he would have done
He
that.
obviously is allowed to say that he got reached out to, and he's very excited.
Cool.
We can't figure out what he got reached out to for. I think it's very obvious. We can probably predict what he got reached out to for.
Mm-hmm. So that also leads me to believe who else got reached out to. I know a few others, but they haven't publicly come out with it, so I don't want to be the one to publicly come out with it.
Okay. Interesting. So definitely a good handful that have been reached out to.
But I don't know of any other, like, massive streamers like this guy, you know?
I'm not too in any art or coding or really any in community like that where I would be able to know any other big streamers or YouTubers like that.
I feel like
I'm sure
somebody on the Reddit would have found it by now if someone did say it, but...
Oh, 100%. But I'm sure a lot of people watching this right now would have a better idea of who may be big in these types of communities that could have gotten reached out to if someone like Pirate Software got reached out to.
Like, I feel like Chaos and Haka would be the person to ask about those big streamers because they love that sort of stuff. Even Powerbyte, too. I think they would know. Or have an idea.
Probably.
They would probably have an idea.
But there's also a lot of very skilled people watching us and also in the Discord. Yeah. So if you know any people that might be reached out to, let us know. I think it'd be interesting and we can keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, we'll follow them on Twitch. Maybe.
But that is the...
Yeah, I forgot about that. Small bit of news.
Some of the Hytale news right now.
Yeah, let's get on to some viewer questions because we haven't spoken in a while to you guys. It's been like 3 weeks. Last 3 weeks, kind of busy for me, not gonna lie. Baseball, provincials for baseball, and I mean this week I'm not doing anything. So we're here.
I worked 19 hours yesterday. I woke up at 5 to leave my house, and I got back at midnight.
Relax, bro. Damn.
I'd be working.
Yeah, bro is on, like, the work grind, so I respect it.
Yes, sir. I mean, there's nothing else to grind.
Mm-hmm. Certainly not Hytale. No. Not yet, at least. All right, let's get to viewer questions, because we need to answer some.
All right, we got one from Cheesy Kira saying, why is 2027 getting so delusional, and should we get them some professional help? I think
we should definitely give Slamma some professional help.
Yeah, not only Slamma. Dude, Radoons is the worst.
Yeah, Radoons is, like, hates Hytale.
Radoon says like late 2027.
Yeah, but Radoon also has, you know, his Minecraft thing going on, you know, like.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason. I think he's like, I can ride this wave out longer.
He can wait.
Yeah, I can wait. I don't.
No one else can wait. Only Radoons can wait. Like 30 Virus is on the brink of death here. Like he needs Hytale, man. I don't know how much more Skyblock he can do.
Did the new blog post change your prediction for the release date? Asked Z.
Nope, not at all.
Summer 2025.
Yep, I'm here for it. I will stand on it, and when I'm wrong, I'll be wrong, unfortunately. But yeah.
I mean, my prediction is summer 2025 with the option of fall 25. But
fall 25, yeah.
That was my prediction.
Hey, winter 2025 would be
blog,
sick too.
And it's now an even more solid prediction after the blog.
Winter 2025 would be nice as well. I'm not gonna lie. All of them. Anything 2025 would be just beautiful.
Nah, I don't want winter 25. Fuck that.
It's too far, you know. It's just too far.
Question about modding. I mean, right now it would be
about a year away.
2 years, right?
And that'd be a beautiful time to release the game. Like, if you think about it, 1.2 years is really not that far away. Because
Yeah.
if we know it's releasing in December or something, they're going to have to hype it up at least a year. Not a year in advance, but like a couple months before. So Hytale's really going to release before that. Because,
Yeah.
yeah. They're going to have to market that thing.
Oh my god.
Hytale marketing. Ah, it's going to be so good.
Someone's gonna be able to get so many clips of us answering every single pod the release date questions, and when the release date actually gets announced, they'll just have a compilation of us saying these so wildly different dates.
One of them will
And
be
at some
right.
point, one of them, yeah. I mean,
And then
we've
we'll be
said
like,
every
we
date
said that.
known to man now.
Yeah, except 2027. I do not believe that.
Yeah, that one's just not true.
Screw 2027.
Once modding tools become available to us, is there a chance that some fan mods will make it into the main game? Asks, I cannot. Your username is Russian, but your Discord name is Totok.
Fan mods, will they get into the game?
I think
Like,
there's a chance.
And if it's a really good mod and the developers are like, oh wait, that would fit the game really well, maybe.
Yeah, I definitely think there's a chance.
Like, did that happen with? I'm sure that's happened with Minecraft at one point.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think horses were a mod.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, okay. I think horses were a mod, and they got added. I think if it gets added, I think a lot of them will be pretty self-explanatory.
Like, it'll be probably slightly different. Like,
I think it'll be things that we, could expect would happen in the future, but mods were like, hey, let's just get horses now. Like, imagine Hytale didn't launch with horses.
Yeah.
And someone mods horses. Like, obviously, we're going to get horses later on whenever they find the time to make them.
Right.
So I think something similar to that. But far out mods, I think they're going to try to follow their formula for Hytale, but who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
I don't.
Maybe it won't play into the like the Orbis adventure mode, but maybe just the straight up open world single player and multiplayer, maybe.
Yeah, and we still don't really know the difference between those two.
Yeah, for sure. I would like to, though. That'd be a great Ask Hytale.
How many forms of crowd control in Hytale? I believe we've seen stunning as possible with a charged sword attack. But correct me if I'm wrong. I've seen my fair share of different kinds of CC in video games. What kinds of CC do you foresee in PvE or PvP or both modes in Hytale?
Okay,
Perhaps
I'll start.
Through the inclusions of items, weapons, or potions that could induce fear, knock-up, silence, rooting, vacuum, pull, slowing, push mechanics, and or more.
Oh, wow.
Will only be stuns.
Okay, so I'll start with this. In the trailer, we see an ice attack that takes out multiple skeletons, so that's one. Also in the trailer, you see a guy spinning in a circle.
But do we know that the ice attack is a CC?
Like, what do you mean? Crowd control? I mean, if it's AoE, yeah, I would assume it's AoE damage.
AoE doesn't mean crowd control.
Does it not?
Crowd control means any sort of movement towards your subject, such as a stun, stopping.
Well, I would assume the ice would freeze. Would freeze you.
Freezing would be a CC, but we haven't seen freezing. That looks and that attack didn't freeze them.
Did it? Okay. Well, I'll have to look at the trailer again. I would assume it would freeze them for a little bit though, because it's an ice thing. I can't remember. I don't know. In the trailer, there's also that person spinning after that big Outlander guy. Maybe the mace that you get hit with stuns you. It's possible.
Someone mentioned the only other one we've seen. The only two we've seen knockback, obviously.
Oh,
every weapon had like at least a little bit of knockback.
Yeah.
And the other one is a knock up.
Knock up what for that? Like hammer going up or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So we've seen a knock up and we've seen knockback. Now, I don't think this is a crazy take, and if you disagree with me, then I think you're wrong. But CC is generally a bad thing in almost every game there is.
Talk about like a fishing rod in Minecraft?
PvP. Yeah, no, because the issue with CC is it hinders player freedom. Imagine you are playing and the other person is using CC. It just straight up means you can't play the game. CC basically means you can't play the game. Either you're frozen, you can't do anything. You can basically take your hands off the keyboard. It's a pull. You can't do anything against that. It's forcing your character.
Right. That's
a slow,
annoying.
A push, a rooting, which means you can't move. A fear. Fear mechanics, I guess, would be similar to either you are forced to run away or you don't get control at all and it auto runs away.
That would be very annoying.
CC in general, I'm super anti CC, and very few CCs are effective in video games. I think knockback is one of the only ones.
That's probably the best one
because
you can do.
those are good for comboing, and those can be super intuitive and fun. But even too much knockback is an issue.
Yeah, this isn't really.
I think they need to be careful with CC.
A CC, but like a fear mechanic that obviously doesn't make you run away would be cool. Just say, for example, Varen walks into his castle or something, and all of a sudden your player gets or said fear mechanic, and then you get, just say for example, Minecraft, you get nauseous and your screen gets all wonky.
Oh my god.
You get like that, maybe a little bit of blindness. I don't know if there's like a shell shock effect as well, and maybe you run slower and have like weakness or something. That could be a cool
oh
fear.
yeah, like a vision effects, like, and when you're fighting, maybe like the big octopus,
like you hear Varen's laughter.
Ink.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the ink would be crazy. That would blind you probably.
Sprays ink on you and blocks your screen. Think of it like the
Mario Kart.
The squid from Mario Kart. Exactly.
That would be, hey, if they can make it exactly like that, that would be annoying as hell, and I'd love it.
Yeah, so they could do something like that.
It'd be cool if like snowballs did that in Hytale. You just say you hit somebody in the face, like that'd be sick.
No, because that'd be super strong. Maybe it like does like a vignette around your screen.
Yeah, that could work too. That could work.
But that's also a thing that would get super annoying if there's ways you can block people's vision.
Yeah, there's also ways.
No go in game design.
Just say, for example, in Minecraft, the fire effect takes up your whole screen, but then there's texture packs that make it like super low. So you could alter that with maybe a texture pack, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah, you probably could. It'd be interesting to see how in-depth texture packs will go.
Yeah, same with the jack-o'-lanterns in Minecraft. Like there are texture packs that make it look different.
Yeah. But CCs in general, I hope there's not many forms of crowd control.
I hope so too.
We've seen the stuns, but hopefully not too much. It's just bad game design. In 2030, Hytale been released and played. What will be your biggest Hytale achievement? Mine will probably be beating Varen to a pulp. I'm gonna be honest. If that's your biggest achievement, I'm not gonna be mean. But if your biggest achievement is basically I beat the Ender Dragon, yeah, that's
so
crazy.
easy. You could do that in like an hour in Minecraft.
I'm super competitive. Probably getting some sort of crazy achievement or doing some sort of tournament.
Well, won't your biggest achievement be the first one to burn a Quebec? Isn't that like your number one achievement thing to do?
You're right.
Yeah.
But I've also played with the idea of like, hey, maybe this will ruin my experience. Like,
says who? That's fine.
Forcing the gameplay to speedrun that, but we'll see. We'll see when that comes out.
I mean, if you're not gonna do it, someone else will. For me, releasing a really cool Hytale server. Hopefully the One Piece one. Depends if copyright or I don't know, however we're gonna call it, high piece or something.
Servers are good achievement.
Massive server. I want to win probably a big Hytale online tournament because I'll be competitive like that. We'll see with a bunch of other creators and stuff. 2030. What else are we gonna do? Be a millionaire? I don't know.
This game will allegedly be out for 5 years.
3 years according to Slamma.
That's a lot of high.
Partner, make a lot of new friends.
You know what my biggest achievement will be? Probably hanging out with the devs.
1 million subs.
I want to play with the devs and visit the Hytale studio.
That would be.
I'll make that my answer.
That's
by
a good
2030, I want to be at see the Hytale studio.
Yeah, I hope my One Piece server would be completed by then, and maybe actually One Piece will be done by then. Who knows? I doubt it though.
Nah.
I doubt it. I highly doubt that.
Will Hytale have paintings? Do you think Hytale will have paintings? And would these official in-game paintings
Is that not confirmed already?
Be fan art? Have we seen paintings in Hytale?
I gotta look this up right now. There's gotta be some wall art. Let me look at. I gotta get to that house video. You know where there's all sounds and stuff.
Wall art.
That's gotta have paintings in it, right? Where's that video? I can't find it.
I don't even know how you would search for something like this.
No, right. Look up Hytale painting.
You couldn't.
On Google.
Yeah, but it's gonna show me Hytale fan art. Like.
Oh, yeah. I can't find
it's just showing me fan art.
I'm gonna try and watch this video.
Damn, unless you have everything memorized, I don't think there's a way to know this. You could do like a quick look through all Hytale images, but
Is that
my
art?
assumption is that we haven't seen paintings. I think that will make this conversation a lot
Is
easier
that
because
a
I don't know any.
I don't know. It looks more like I'm just looking at this Hytale video here. I don't know. I don't see
We've seen banners. We've seen banners. We haven't seen paintings though.
Unless we have, I can't remember. There's a lot of.
So
things.
will they be fan art is the question. Well, will they have them? I actually don't know.
That'd be really cool if there was. Maybe in the official Hypixel server, I can see that. In Hytale,
I actually
maybe?
don't think there will be paintings in the game, but they could be added later on. And if they were to be added on, they will not be fan art. That's my guess.
It's possible, yeah.
That is my guess. But you'll be able to put your fan art in regardless, obviously, because Hytale not Orbis.
Yeah.
That's my take.
That's a good take.
We are... What's the time, by the way? I didn't start timer.
36 minutes.
36 minutes. I'm going to do one more here.
All right.
They're saying, I had an interesting conversation with a Hytale dev.
Who did?
About Lulu being our guide to Hytale. Gord Lord 777 said this.
Okay.
What do you think will be her role in Hytale lore? Because obviously there will be a guide, but what do you think their purpose to the lore if she is a creator as well, as they put it? Who is Lulu?
I don't know who Lulu is. Is Lulu the character?
Hytale.
Yeah, what is that?
That doesn't show anything. This is Lulu. He is a character in my game. Nope, this is not Hytale at all.
I'm very confused.
Who is Lulu?
Is Lulu the character from the Scorched Runes that we don't know about? Tessa Kairos' brother or sister? Very confused.
Oh, someone asked who's Lulu again? A name that could or could not be the name of the guide.
Oh, just like a kind of tutorial character?
I also don't know what they mean with guide.
Is it like your like a Quebec companion?
Because it says
That'll
about
help
Lulu
you?
being... I had an interesting conversation with a Hytale dev about Lulu being our guide to Hytale. Yeah, I guess tutorial helper, I guess.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, actually that makes sense.
I can see it, but I feel like a lot of the stuff you'll have to figure out yourself.
Because obviously there will be a guide, but what do you think their purpose is as a character? Okay, so that, yeah, I understand it now. Lulu is like the tutorial person that's going to help you within the game. I don't think they're going to have a lore thing. They're going to be in Hytale. They might tell you, hey, by the way, this is Orbis. Go check it out.
Yeah.
They're going to be like the mother and guide.
Like maybe they'll give you a
they're not gonna...
quick lore dump once you log in to Orbis for the first time.
No, they're not going to be in
I doubt
Orbis.
it.
They're going to be in Hytale. They're going to be in the capital.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Maybe they'll, who knows? Maybe they'll give you some special tidbits of forgotten lore. I don't know.
What do you think her role in Hytale lore will be? Yeah, I don't think they will. A tutorial.
Maybe it'll
character
drop
will
like teasers or something.
Oh yeah, because I remember the was it the blog or something talked about? I think it was the blog talking about the where the tutorial world, how they do a tutorial. I honestly can't remember, but that's probably it, and it's probably just in the capital.
Okay, that's cool.
And the capital won't be Hytale lore. Well, it'll be Hytale lore, but not Orvis lore.
Yay!
I hate having to do that distinction, but that's the world we live in.
I know, it's so confusing.
We used to just be able to say Hytale, and that's
now it's like 3 different parts to games. Yeah, parts to one game. Anywho, that's gonna wrap it up for today's podcast. Hope you guys did enjoy. It was a nice 40-minute Hytale chat. Backpacks we talked about. Hytale is reaching out to big streamers apparently now, so
yeah,
it'll be very exciting to see what happens in the coming, hopefully not 3 months, but in the coming 3 months probably.
I hope we get some Ask Hytales. I hope we get some John activity, and I hope we get some technical blog posts before the actual blog post.
Oh god, I hope so, because we are starving for information. Guys, if you want to leave some comments or viewer questions, join the Discord, links in the description down below, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.